There is a peculiar kind of wisdom in knowing when to dim your own light, not out of fear, not out of weakness, but as a deliberate act of survival. The world does not always reward intelligence. Often it punishes it. Genius, when too visible, becomes a target. Insight, when too openly displayed, breeds resentment. The truly wise understand this. They move through life like shadows, their brilliance concealed beneath a veneer of simplicity, their depth masked by calculated restraint. To pretend to be stupid is not an admission of defeat. It is a strategy, a way to navigate a world that fears what it does not understand and destroys what it cannot control. Intelligence is a double-edged sword. It grants clarity, but also isolation. The sharper the mind, the more it sees. The pettiness of human ambition, the fragility of social constructs, the emptiness of most pursuits. This vision is not a gift, but a burden. The intelligent are cursed with the knowledge of how little others know, and this knowledge sets them apart, making them strangers in their own world. Worse still, intelligence provokes envy. Mediocrity does not tolerate superiority. It seeks to drag it down, to mock it, to force it into conformity. The brighter the flame, the more desperate the efforts to extinguish it. And so, the intelligent must learn to hide in plain sight, to blend in, to play the fool when necessary, not because they are fools, but because survival demands it. To be unseen is to be free. The man who draws no attention controls his own fate. He observes without being observed, influences without being detected, moves through the world like a ghost, present but unnoticed. This is not cowardice. It is mastery. Visibility is vulnerability. The moment others recognize your intelligence, they begin to dissect it, to challenge it, to resent it. They set traps disguised as questions, baiting you into displays of knowledge that only confirm their insecurities. The wise refuse this game. They answer vaguely, deflect praise, downplay their insights. They become mirrors, reflecting back only what others wish to see. Words are currency, and like all currency, they lose value when overused. The more you speak, the more you reveal your thoughts, your knowledge, your weaknesses. The silent man gives nothing away. He listens while others talk, learns while others boast, gains while others lose themselves in the need to be heard. Silence is not emptiness. It is control. It forces others to fill the void, to expose themselves in their rush to fill the quiet. The silent man lets them. He watches, he waits, he learns. And when he does speak, his words carry weight precisely because they are rare. Mediocrity is a disguise, a cloak worn by those who know better. The truly intelligent do not flaunt their brilliance. They bury it beneath layers of apparent simplicity. They laugh at jokes they see through, nod at opinions they know are foolish, pretend ignorance where knowledge would only provoke. This is not deception. It is adaptation. The world rewards conformity, not genius. To thrive, one must learn to wear the mask of the ordinary, to move unseen among those who would resent superiority. The greatest minds are often the ones no one notices. What others think of you is not the truth. It is a narrative, and like all narratives, it can be shaped. The man who lets others believe he is simple controls their expectations. They underestimate him, dismiss him, overlook him, and in that dismissal, he finds freedom. Perception is a game. The wise do not play to win. They play to remain unchallenged. They allow others to believe they hold the upper hand, all the while maneuvering unseen. By the time the world realizes its mistake, it is too late. Envy is the poison of the gifted. The more you achieve, the more others resent you. The more you shine, the more they long to see you fall. The intelligent know this. They do not give envy fuel. They achieve quietly, succeed discreetly, let their accomplishments speak for themselves, if they speak at all. To be envied is to be hunted. The wise prefer obscurity. Humility is not weakness, it is armor. The man who downplays his intelligence disarms suspicion. He is seen as harmless, unthreatening, irrelevant. And in that irrelevance, he finds power. True humility is not self-denial. It is self-preservation. It is knowing that the tree that bends does not break, that the river that flows around the rock outlasts the storm. The strongest influence is the one that goes unnoticed. The wise do not command. They suggest. They do not argue. They plant ideas. They speak in hints, in implications, in questions that lead others to conclusions they believe are their own. This is the art of silent control. The puppet master does not reveal his strings. Intelligence untempered by restraint is a weapon turned inward. The man who cannot resist displaying his knowledge is like a soldier who fires his gun at shadows. Soon, he will have no ammunition left. The wise measure their words, ration their insights, reveal only what serves their purpose. They understand that brilliance, like gold, gains value from its scarcity. The intelligent are always alone, not because they choose to be, but because few can follow where they go. The deeper the mind, the fewer the companions. This isolation is not loneliness, it is freedom. The solitary man answers to no one, compromises for no one, dulls his edge for no one. He walks his path unseen, undisturbed, unchallenged. Great things move slowly. The wise do not rush, do not clamor for recognition, do not demand immediate results. They work in silence, let their efforts accumulate, allow time to erode the resistance they would otherwise face. Patience is the weapon of the invisible. While others exhaust themselves in haste, the unseen man arrives at his destination without ever seeming to move. The most powerful truths are never spoken aloud. They exist in glances, in silences, in the space between words. The intelligent man knows this. He communicates in codes, in implications, in what he does not say. Language is a prison for those who do not know how to escape it. The wise speak without speaking. The greatest trick the intelligent man plays is letting the world believe it has outsmarted him. He feigns ignorance where he sees clearly, stumbles where he could stride, loses battles he never intended to win. And when the time comes, when the moment is right, he reveals what was always there, not to gloat, not to conquer, but simply because the mask is no longer necessary. By then, it is too late for the world to stop him. He was never what they thought he was. And that is the most brilliant deception of all.